It's Saturday, May 21st, 2022. It's Tony, it's Adam. You know what today is? The weekend. It's the MLB 5 and 5, 5 categories in 5 minutes. Adam, ace of the slate for the main slate tonight.
I mean, it's Justin Verlander somewhat by default. I feel like this is almost the same exact spot me and you talked about maybe a week or two ago. Verlander's so expensive. He should be. He's keeping the runs off the board. He's not striking out the same amount of hitters that we're accustomed to. I mean, he's 39 years old. He's off Tommy John. It's not necessarily a surprise, but at the same time, you're paying 10-3, you better give me either some strikeouts or you got to go 7 innings. The flip side is the Texas lineup is not really that scary, and the last time he faced them, he put up 31 DK. So if he does that again tonight, you're going to need him on this slate.
Yeah, definitely. And again, we talked about price point. It's huge. It's a lot of cash to throw in 10-3. But looking at that, is there any pivots here? Is there any value pitchers that we could look that maybe not have to pay up for Verlander at 10-3?
I think maybe even as the pairing, I really like Kyle Radish from Baltimore. He has shown 30 DK point upside in one of the 4 starts so far. He's had to face Boston, Minnesota, the Cardinals, and the Yankees. Not exactly the softest of landing spots for a young pitcher, but tonight he gets the Tampa Rays. Brandon Lowe's already on the injured list. There's a good chance Wander Franco doesn't play. He came up a little bit lame last night in extras, and that game last night went into 13 innings, so they're going to try and probably get as many pitches as they possibly can out of Radish. He's much better against lefties. His FIP, xFIP are both under 2, K rate of 33%, and he should see quite a few lefties, with the quality not being quite as good for Tampa as it usually is either.
Now, not to go up against Bradish because, again, we're trying to make some money a little bit, but I'm going to go on the other end and go FFBP and Brett Phillips. And the reason why is even though Bradish is in a good spot, I'm looking at his overall numbers of 23 hits, 12 runs, and 21 innings. So when I'm FFBP, 2,700. Brett Phillips has been 4 games straight above the cash line at 7+. So I'm throwing him in as a value play. Now, Adam, on the flip side, the gas can, who is the pitcher that we're going to react against?
I think Coors is going to be popular, but it's interesting. You got to remember they got canceled yesterday. It's 40 degrees out there, and they got like a decent amount of snow, especially for the middle of May. So while I'm sure Coors will be popular, the lesser of the pitching matchup is in the night slate, and I'm going to have some Coors. Milwaukee versus Patrick Corbin. Corbin just continues to get beat up. Milwaukee has a couple good cheaper guys on their end. A guy like Tyrone Taylor hit a home run last night. He's only 3,300. Andrew McCutchen 3,800. Doesn't quite make the FTB level, but he's still under 4K.
Value, right?
He's still under 4K against a pretty shaky lefty at this point in his career. Give me some Milwaukee bats mixed in with the Coors bats if you're going that route.
Corbin has been a disaster, man. As a Philadelphia fan, I'm telling you, taking the analyst cap off and saying, thank God he did not pick us when we were trying to sign him. Now, Adam, what about stacks? The power bats. What's that lineup that we want to put out there tonight?
It's Coors, and I want to kind of keep an eye on the weather through the day. It's supposed to be chilly. At the same time, it's Austin Gomber on the mound. It's Trevor Williams on the mound. Like, these are subpar pitchers. Yep. Ball may not fly out of the yard. That doesn't mean they're not going to give up hits. I especially like the lefties from the Rockies lineup. Blackman, McMahon, these kind of guys that are probably going to be my, I don't know if I want to say number one, but they're going to be popular in cash games. You're going to need them tonight in your cash games for sure.
Now, is there any sneaky team that maybe not everybody's looking at that's not chalked and saying, they have a couple guys in the lineup that actually can produce?
I think it might end up being Milwaukee. This team just doesn't ever seem to be rostered to the extent that they should. But if not, if the field kind of catches on to those value bats, let's go right back to the Twins, man. They're pretty much a fully healthy lineup. Brad Keller isn't somebody that's a scary pitcher. His K rate against the right side is under 15%. You got to face Buxton, Correa, Gary Sanchez is heating up at another RBI double last night. The Twins could go pretty undervalued here.
Adam, I already mentioned my FFVP for tonight, and again, remember 7-12 gets you the cash. He's the cog in your line that can take you over the top. Who do you got tonight, FFB Pick?
For me, it's Jed Lowry. Lorenzen might get some steam on this slate, and I get it. He's one of the safer pitchers, but Jed Lowry's a pretty good hitter. 321 over the last 10 games, and Lorenzen cannot get lefties out. WOB is over 400. K rate is under 8%. Like in the modern Major League Baseball game, a K rate to any side of the plate under 8%. The FIP is over 8. The xFIP is over 7. The dude cannot get lefties out. 2,300 for Jed Lowry is kind of a gift.
Make sure you're following us at WinDailySports.com, at WinDailySports on all social formats. MLB DFS 5 for 5. Everybody, be profitable, and we'll catch you right back here the next time.